Save my soul. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Come on to save my soul. Went up downtown. I went up downtown. Went up downtown. I save my soul. I save my soul. I save my soul. I save my soul. Save my soul. Won't you save my soul? Save my soul. Save my soul. Save my soul. Won't you save my soul? Save my soul. Save my soul. Save my soul. Won't you save my soul? Save my soul. 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 Went up downtown. I went up downtown. Went up downtown. I was walking out one evening late. Headed for the riverside, around this fuss and fight.
Hey everyone. Welcome to my morning chat. You may not be, hold on, let me turn this off here. Okay, you may not be listening to this in the morning, so if it's good afternoon, then good afternoon to you, and if it's good evening, then good evening to you. I'm recording this on June 19th. Happy June 19th out there to everybody. And it is 10:49 a.m. So I love this time of day. It's usually, I have a cup of coffee, and I like to maybe, partake in a little bit of cannabis. It's like my wake and bake time. And it's summer, so, I am not in classes at the moment. I'm on my summer vacation. As many of you know, I decided to go back to college and get a degree in digital journalism. So I've been attending classes for 2 years now, actually. Wow. I already made it to the 2-year mark. I'm two classes away from getting my AA. I went back to college and changed my major. At the junior college, originally I was a theater arts major for 2 years, and then I left to go to an acting school in Pasadena. Well, it wasn't Pasadena. It's called the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. So they had one in Pasadena, and they had California as well as one in New York. So I attended the Pasadena, California school. So that's kind of my path, went into the entertainment business. And then I started doing online radio, and also with new technology, like live streaming and tweeting and Facebook and social media. I covered a lot of different events, protests, Occupy, things like that. And through doing these things, I decided that, why not get a degree in digital journalism? In a sense, I have been doing that, but I want to do it right. So, with being ethical and know how to do it effective, know how to film something, edit it, take photos, write stories, because there's a structure. I like writing. I'm going to be doing a lot more writing. I have a blog. It's notmyrabbithole.com. It's only got a few articles on it, but I think it's time to start to do articles. And so I'm going to change some of the tabs. I'm kind of like revamping everything. So stay tuned for that. I want to let you guys know a few things before I get into the discussion of AI. First off is that I haven't announced it yet. I haven't created the show yet up on StreamYard, but it is slated to happen on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on YouTube here. I will be interviewing Jerry Avalos. Jerry Avalos he was involved with Carrie Cassidy in doing some of the Super Soldier, or specifically the Super Soldier summit that happened in Henderson, Nevada back in 2012. He has, Stephen D. Kelly, my last video about Stephen D. Kelly mentioned him a lot in regards to his relationship to Carrie Cassidy. And he's going to be coming on the show, and on Not My Rabbit Hole, and I'm going to be, he's going to, give his clarification in all of those events that took place. So he's going to be on Wednesday. He also was part of or looked into the psychic military program. Or I might have gotten that wrong, but something like that. This is really kind of an informal show, so it's kind of hurting me to give out all those I'm doing this and that and promo and blah 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 blah. So one more thing I should probably say is that also tonight, part 2 of my show on the Stephen D. Kelly, Carrie Cassidy brawl, Not My Rabbit Hole analysis, I'm breaking it up in parts and streaming it on my Rumble channel, which is Not My Rabbit Hole altogether. That's how you can find me. So, but I'll make sure that I have a link of my Rumble channel here in the description. That's going to live stream tonight at 9 p.m. But oftentimes in the morning, and I was thinking too about my morning chats, right? The real reason I started Not My Rabbit Hole originally was that I was going to do, it was a, satirical rant for the apocalyptic times. You know how you try to, figure out, like, a slug, the lead or whatever, the main nugget of like what, your channel is about. That's how that was the original forethought of Not My Rabbit Hole. Oh my God. Wait, okay. I thought for a minute that I didn't have my mic on. I did that the other day on a show, and I was like, my last live stream, and I was explaining things and whatever, and then I don't even know for how long. I'm afraid to look how long I was just sitting there talking with my mic muted. So, I mean, it's really bad to have your mic muted when you don't have your camera on. That's even worse. But at least, like, if you have your camera on, people can watch you and try to read your lips for a little while till you realize that they can't hear you. Anyway, so I'm thinking like maybe this morning chat is kind of now my version of my original thought about Not My Rabbit Hole. That it was just kind of a space for me to, share thoughts that you have like you do in the morning. Like you look at something and you're like, oh my God, this is something to discuss or think about. And so that's what I'm going to do today. So I woke up, I got up and got my coffee, and I like in the morning. It's weird. I have a desire for different devices at different times of the day. So in the morning, I don't want to look at my YouTube on my iPad or anything like that. I want to get my information, whether it be video. I'm going on social media. I'm checking my Twitter. I'm checking my Facebook. I'm seeing what everybody's doing, right? Which may not be the best thing to do the first thing you wake up in the morning. Maybe not, because it's like sometimes your social media is negative, or and I'm not mean just like cyberbullying, just like what you look out that's in the world and like what's happening to people. It's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I think like just going straight to social media and looking at your Facebook page can be like maybe it's not the best way to start your day. To clear your mind, have the zen, think about what you're gonna do. Like, wow, I'm gonna go out there today and I'm gonna go from X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna accomplish blank, 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 because what I do blank today is gonna lead me to next month and the month after that, right? Or the future, what you're working towards. All those. Or maybe that isn't what you're supposed to do. Maybe in the morning all the time. Maybe you're just supposed to sit back and go, I just want to watch some YouTube. And so I did that this morning. I think I went straight to YouTube this morning. I know what it was. I looked at my YouTube stats, and I noticed some people had made some comments, and I was making comments back. Well, I was like drinking my coffee. Actually, it wasn't a fresh cup of coffee, because sometimes, like, I know this might sound gross, but if I have a half a cup of coffee left, I'll save it till the next day, and then like in the morning I'll reheat it. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do. So I had like my remaining leftover cup of coffee, because I don't put sugar and all that stuff in my coffee. And most of the time I drink it black, but right now I have a little bit of soy vanilla in it. Okay, so sorry that I'm more stuffed up than usual. My nose is more stuffed up in the morning, so forgive me for not having my best voice right now. Anyway, so I'm looking at this video. I look at Cinema Shogun, and the title of the video is about artificial intelligence. So I'm going to pull it up right here. Just a second. And I'm going to change my banner to this one. Sorry, it took me 15 minutes to get into this. So, like I said, it's a morning chat. I'm just kind of sharing things. And okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe not on this channel specifically. There's some stuff, but some of my past things, work online, radio or whatever, has been about AI for me. I've been watching the whole AI thing unfold, and like I mentioned before, I am in college, right? And through college, I found out about GBT, or chat, the artificial intelligence, and now it's an app. And one of my professors was showing it to us and saying how academically, we can use GBT chat, as a search engine if we're looking for an idea, right? That we end up, developing ourselves. But we're not allowed to have GBT chat write our paper for us. And being a writer myself, and going back to college to learn how to be a better writer, I back off of, like you see these, when you're on Facebook, I see them because, my crawlers probably see that I'm a writer. So it's like, let artificial intelligence write your story, or let artificial intelligence do your social media post, or, do your marketing. It's like the human element of even writing, like, let's say, digital marketing, or for a company, or your blog, write your company's blog with artificial intelligence. This year I was talking to a reporter from one of the local newspapers where I live at, and he was telling me that some articles for a major paper, the main paper of the city that I live in, and that some of the articles are written by artificial intelligence, and that is specifically the articles about real estate. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, real estate, whatever, I mean, I've looked at jobs, for example, like let's say Carl's Jr.'s, and you look at the people working there, and I thought, those jobs are going to be replaced by robots. There are robots that can do surgery, that can do dental stuff, like that a dentist would, or a hygienist. It's getting to where higher, jobs that you, like me, that you go to get an education at, and you get loans that you have to pay back to be able to do it, to get that professional job, that one that isn't, that you're not going to be standing 24 hours a day. Not a day, but, standing on your feet forever into your 50s working at Carl's Jr.'s. Right? But even those jobs that you did spend years in college, and you sweat over your term papers and everything, can be taken away by AI. And not even, and more than that. I mean, if you look at how AI has in some ways been introduced into our culture, we've been watching movies about AI, and I have all my whole life, since the 70s and the 60s. There is this, even like a fear in the movies of, technology and AI taking over us. I mean, like Terminator. And then there's also, movies about the lead character is, like Her with Joaquin Phoenix, where they're in love with each other. They are, he's able to fall in love with AI, and that is not so far off. Like even on this YouTube channel, I did on Not My Rabbit Hole, I did a video, a podcast on a Real Doll X, which is a doll that you can have constructed like a woman any way that you want her to look. That's very, very human and real feeling. And now they have, AI that will, parrot you with you or talk to you. And it's able to learn what you want that AI to say to you. So basically the AI is you, really. And like, for example, there is an AI, it's based on this other AI where it's called the AI is your friend. And they've already done experiments. I've even seen ads for this where the AI, you start talking to it, and then it becomes like it's perfect. It's like it's not like a human where you're having where the other human is jealous or whatever, or they want your boyfriend or whatever, right? It's so this, and then you put a physical doll with that or a robot, then what? Like it's there. Even that it's there already. People are able to have relationships with AI. People talk to their Alexas. Alexis, do blank, blank, blank. Alexa has a name. Alexa has like a human name. And Alexa's there, as an index for you. It's already started. It's already started, right? But it may be, it looks like it's accelerating really fast. And it may be going way faster than people realize, even to the point of creating a religion. All right. And hear me out on this. I looked at this video from Cinema Shogun, and I will make sure to have that sourced in this video. And again, I'm going to okay, so I'm gonna forward it to different spots. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but okay, yeah, and I'm sourcing fair use on this. All right, we're just it's a transformative work. We are educating the public and critiquing the video we are sharing. This is covered under fair use and allowable by law. Okay, here we go.
And I think that I and the majority of people who watch this channel can all agree that it can be extremely frustrating knowing about all of this wicked and evil stuff. How much you could.
So I'm going to kind of get around, let me see. I think it starts around here where it picks up on hold on.
So people look at you like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, they're right there in the open. They're telling us their plans, and their plans aren't good. It's not going to end well for the majority of us unless we turn this thing around. But unfortunately, sometimes I feel like I am talking to a wall. And in reality, I'm kind of talking to a wall right now because there's no.
Okay, so he's woven. I'm not making a judgment on this, because there's a lot of us are having our own thoughts about AI, and there are people that feel that like he's saying that there's people or an agenda behind the AI. All right, and again, we don't really know that for sure. All right. I can't say there isn't or not, but I think the fact that AI might supersede the human and be in control of us in a way that, like AI could be very damaging and detrimental to our survival. If we lose our jobs because of AI, then we become less and less necessary too as well. We're not the major contributing factor, even maybe to the ecosystem of the planet. So, I think that's why, we've heard Elon Musk say that technology could be going way out of control and there are no laws in provision right now to protect us from it. We've all seen all those military robots and everything, right? That's the whole thing about Neuralink, is that he said, unless you get this link put in your brain, it will be like to AI or super intelligence, like a human will be like a cat is to us. And ironically, my cat is like a few feet away from me, sitting on the chair looking out the window. What is like the thing about AI is that it can create, it can give you an idea that you can take further. It comes up with ideas, it creates, it can make a page, it can do that. Normally used to be the job of a human. And it was technology that made that, whatever it was, those words that we created, go faster. Right. One of my professors told me recently, the class, she was focusing on us and how to be good editors and to use AP. What is my AP? Hold on, I gotta get associate. Your AP, like your AP Associated Press, correctly, because there's like certain words, like there's a whole catalog of how to say things by the Associated Press. Because AI might take over journalism, and it would be just up to the humans to edit it and make sure that it's effective in communicating to humans, rather than being the person that generates the material. And one of the only things that may actually save your butt as a journalist is to have a personality or to be a public speaker or something where people are looking at your slant, comedy or whatever, or take on that issue, which still makes it kind of unbiased in the repeating of the information. Or, you are unbiased, but people just really like listening to you. It will be a delivery thing as a human, not necessarily, like a person who's just writing words for a publication. That's my prediction on it. But Cinema Shogun says that this could be, coming into, a big enough.
No one else in this room, but you all understand.
In the next couple of years, where, people will be losing their jobs due to AI. Here we go.
And what I'm saying. Now, I've been trying to warn people about AI for like I would say the past year. I've gotten really serious about trying to warn people about AI because it's come to my attention, and it's gotten to the point where there's no reversing this. AI is evolving every single day. There's no turning back now. We could try to raise as much awareness about this as possible, but at the end of the day, people don't take it seriously enough. People still think of AI like it's something out of a sci-fi movie. When you talk to people about the dangers of AI, They think that you're talking about something that may happen 1,000 years from now. They don't realize that we're really looking at a timeline of, within the next couple of years, things are going to start getting really wild. And a lot of you all are going to lose your jobs as well. And that's not even the worst of it. Unfortunately, you would think that losing your livelihood to an AI is just about as bad as it can get. But no, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The jobs get lost first, then comes total world domination. And I only say that halfway jokingly because, yeah, I do think that's a possibility. But as I said, the powers that be, the powerful people in this world, they're not hiding their plans. They're not hiding their agenda. They get off on the fact that they can put all of this out there and that the majority of the world is too stupid to even give a damn. Or they're too preoccupied, worried about TikTok videos and the new Beyonce and Taylor Swift albums to care that their lives are going to be uprooted and changed forever within the next few years. But fortunately, for people like us, we can see the warnings. I mean, they're blasted right there in our face every day, but fortunately for us, there's a small portion of our society, and I would like to believe that the majority of you all watching my videos are part of this portion of society. We can see what's happening. The writing is on the wall. They're not hiding it, and now they're starting to say some really interesting things about AI, claiming that AI could possibly write a new Bible, and that there are going to be new religions that spring up around AI. People are going to start worshiping AI. That is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy. They're talking about it openly on the world stage for everyone.
Well, this puts, Corey Goode out of business and David Wilcock and all of the UFO spiritualists, the New Age people. This kind of it maybe not out of business, but it's certainly going to create competition, right?
Want to see. I want you all to watch this clip. I want you all to listen really hard. I want you all to understand that this is not someone talking out of the side of their neck. This is not someone talking out of their ass. This is someone telling you what's going to happen soon in the future, and they're not trying to hide it. But before I play this clip, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you drop a comment down below. Now let's roll this footage and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
And you know what? That's for you guys too on my channel. Make sure you hit that subscriber button, give me a like, and make a comment below. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on.
The third thing about AI that everybody needs to know, it's the first technology ever that can create new ideas. The printing press, radio, television, they broadcast, they spread the ideas created by the human brain, by the human mind. They cannot create a new idea. Gutenberg printed the Bible in the middle of the 15th century. The printing press printed as many copies of the Bible as Gutenberg instructed it, but it did not create a single new page. It had no ideas of its own about the Bible. Is it good? Is it bad? How to interpret this? How to interpret that? AI can create new ideas, can even write a new Bible. Throughout history, religions dreamt about having a book written by a superhuman intelligence, by a non-human entity. Every religion claims our book, all the other books of the other religions, humans wrote them. But our book, no. It came from some superhuman intelligence. In a few years, there might be religions that are actually correct. That just think about a religion whose holy book is written by an AI. That could be a reality in a few years.
I'm sorry, y'all, but every day.
Okay, so the only thing I wish that, I don't know, I have to go back and look at it again, but I don't think he gave attribution of who that person is or what show that is. Obviously, he looks like an expert. He knows what he's talking about. He looks familiar to me, but it would be good if he had given attribution and I didn't, double check on that. So I'm just admitting that I didn't find out exactly who that man was before I did this video, because this is just kind of an impromptu good morning chat for me. I'm not doing any reporting. This is going back to the satirical rant stuff, but I should have verified that.
I legit wonder, how did we sink so low as a society? Like, we've literally gotten to...
Okay, so I'm gonna go. He expounds on it. He's interested. His viewpoints are interesting, but I'm more right now just into the information. Some of his thoughts. Here, let's go up to here.
They're trying to make AI write a new Bible. They think AI is going to create new religions, and there's going to be cults worshiping AI. People would look at me like I'm insane. In fact, there are people watching this video right now that still think all of this is one big wild conspiracy, despite the fact that the dude told you out of his own mouth what's about to happen. But don't look at me like I'm the conspiracy theorist. You're such a conspiracy theorist, Cinema Shogun. How dare you actually show us clips of them telling you what's about to happen? Of course that's not going to happen. They're telling you what's going to happen. So in 10 or 15 years from now, when you got a bunch of psycho blue-haired zombie whales running around dancing to AI music while worshiping an AI god, and their AI god tells them to wipe out other religions, I mean, damn. We are headed towards something. All of this crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now, it feels like we are headed towards one cataclysmic event where all of this stuff just collides at once. And no matter how many people like me try to warn society, no matter how many high-powered people who are responsible for these evil agendas, no matter how many of them...
That image of the Moses painting, the famous painting that's showing there is Leonardo da Vinci, right? I think it's Leonardo da Vinci, where the two fingers going together, that was supposed to be Moses and God depicted, but now you see a bionic arm coming up to it. That also reminds me of, like, look, all the bionic man, bionic woman, bionic boy, bionic dog. It's like, we just think about how long we've been inundated into this robot. There are people that have robotic limbs now, and they're very effective. They're really making advances. So it is improving human life. But anyway, I'll keep going with this.
Them step forward out the shadows, show you their faces, and tell you their plans. No one gives a damn. The world's going to keep spinning. People are going to continue being stupid, and there's just going to be a few of us that have no power to change anything, but we're going to have to sit here from the sidelines watching, knowing that we knew this was coming all along. All along. They have so many agendas already that they're ready to roll out with AI. This isn't a pipe dream. This isn't a thought that randomly came to that guy's head. This is something that he's planning on. This is part of the plan. If you haven't realized it yet, and I am not a very religious person, and I tell people this all the time, I'm never going to be here and hammer home my beliefs into your head. But I think that they have been constantly trying to push things to replace religion. Human beings, they want to cling to something. That's just human nature. Humans want to cling to something. They want to believe in something. They want to belong to something. So in many ways, I feel as if when humans don't have religion and they don't have that core set of beliefs and values to cling to, they start going astray. Now, some people are mentally powerful enough to not be religious and just explore the vast possibilities of this universe. I like to think I'm one of those people. But other people, they're weak-minded. They don't want to worship God. They don't want to worship Allah. They don't want to worship Buddha. They don't want to belong to any of these religions, but they want to belong to something. and eventually they find something to replace religion. AI is going to be that something for a lot of people. The God that is missing in their life, the higher power that is missing in their life, they're going to replace it with AI because that's human nature. Why do you think we have so many humans that cling to these certain social movements, from BLM to the new LGBTQIA plus stuff that's going on? This is becoming a new religion to these people. These people don't have religions. They don't have religious beliefs. So they want to cling to something. And that's what's happening. That's why people are getting so radicalized by these movements, because these movements have replaced religion in their hearts. And I'm not saying that as someone who's totally religious that thinks that you have to believe in this higher power or that higher power to be a good person. I'm just telling you human nature.
I'm not sure if I totally agree with him on that in terms of the people that are involved in movements such as LGBTQ community or the like BLM. That's their religion because they don't have religion in their hearts. I don't think you can be that black and white about what motivates somebody to get behind a movement and care about something and want change. So I disagree with his theory on how that's just a replacement for religion.
Of course, not every human is that way. But hey, we're dealing with a lot of people who are so stupid that the government can tell you all of their evil plans, and these people will still think that it's a big conspiracy. So we're not dealing with the brightest of people out here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not dealing with the sharpest tools in the shed. These people will want to cling to something. Look at all of these people already in virtual reality video games. They play video games all day. They want to belong somewhere. So yeah, I do think that it's realistic. And I do think that within the next decade, we're going to start seeing new AI religions pop up. We're going to start seeing even more whacked out stuff than we're already seeing. I would like to think that the pendulum is starting to swing the opposite direction. I think that a lot of Americans, at least, are starting to stand up against a lot of these social movements. They're starting to get sick and tired of a lot of these things and agendas that are in place. But whenever we stand up to one, they create 5 more. So who knows what's going to happen? I just think it's a good idea to keep an open mind. And when people tell you their intentions, believe them. When people show you who they are, believe them. Okay? If we got people out here that are prominent voices in AI telling us that AI is going to write a new Bible and can create new religions that are almost better than the old religions, I believe them. Because there's stupid people out there who will cling to this. Mark my words. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.
Okay, I like that hat he's wearing. What do you guys think about that? I mean, just I think, like, in a way, the thought of AI being able to like rewrite the Bible, or the fact that it could maybe could rewrite history if it wanted to, but to even create another religion. And what really stuck out to me was when he said some religions are looking for something outside of humans to write something like the Bible or a Bible, right? Then it's almost like, Christ being here, or, like something out of man coming, going, oh, and then that, and just the thought that would be what would be worshipped, really is chilling to me. However, within all of this, we are in control of our own soul and our own thoughts. Like, we are not AI, we are actually human. And we do have discernment, and we do have thoughts, and there are certain things that we're not going to do according to what we believe in. And we have created great governments and laws and, constitutions and declarations of independence. And all of that is from a human societal construct. And so, yeah, is AI a threat to us? Yeah, it looks like it's going to do a certain amount of harm to a certain amount of group of people if they are not able to adapt to the changes of how our society functions. So, yes, I think the main thing is to be adaptable, see what is happening, and look. AI, it's more than just intelligence and being able to, quickly go through a bunch of files and then, come up, automatically because of the database it has to present ideas or even construct words in writing and mimic, how the human mind might consume media. But it still doesn't replace what it is to be human. I think one of the problems that humans have is that we don't really understand who we are either, totally, and our history and what is really going on. So a lot of things are happening. We have, this booming AI and this possibility. We also have some UFO stuff going on, which could change our reality or how the world as we, we change our viewpoint of the world as we see it now, could be changing very quickly. Bottom line is our lives collectively as a society is going to be changing maybe at a faster rate in certain directions than we really realized. And, maybe, those and the very tools in our pockets that are using AI and checking our algorithm and looking to where we look at, maybe we're just a little too distracted by looking at TikTok. And so, on that note, I want to thank you for tuning in to my morning chat and this discussion about artificial intelligence. Please do like and share and give me a comment below and let me know what you think. Until next time, take care. And I'm going to pull up I thought I didn't have my music pulled up here. I closed the window. So I will play us out here. And I hope you have a great, today is Monday. So hopefully you are, well, it's a holiday. So enjoy the extra holiday for some people. This is a holiday. And I wish I had this ready. Sorry. All right, here we go. Bye for now.
Save my soul. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. I want to save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Won't pop said, save my soul. 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 Won't pop said, save my soul. 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 Won't pop said, save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Pop said, save my soul. Went up downtown. I went up downtown. Went up downtown. I was walking out one evening. Moon was rising high, headed for the riverside. Around us fuss and fight.